What if the biggest risk in your life isn't failing, but becoming excellent at something the world no longer needs? For example, taxi drivers were disrupted by Uber, travel agencies by Booking.com and others, translators by AI, and soon radiologists and surgeons. For most of human history, becoming specialized was enough. But today, specialization alone is becoming dangerous. Most people think that success comes from being the best at one thing. And sometimes it does. But more often, success comes from being really good at several things that complement each other. For example, let's take Gordon Ramsay. He's not famous just because he's a good chef, but because he's a good TV show host. He's a good storyteller, communicator, and speaker in general. If we take a look around us, we'll notice that the world is always changing. New technologies, new jobs, new ways for everything. For instance, we weren't working from home before COVID, but after the pandemic,
I urge you, at this moment of national emergency, to stay at home, protect our NHS, and save lives.
we realized as a civilization that working from home is actually possible and sometimes even better and cost-friendly. So the idea of doing one thing for the rest of your life isn't 100% valid anymore. Because one skill can lose value with time, but a stack of skills is harder to replace. An architect who designs houses is valuable, but an architect who develops new technologies of building houses because he knows that the technology he developed is better for the physical and psychological health of the person who's gonna live in the house is way more valuable. A concept always associated with Scott Adams is that opportunities come from skill intersections. You can't be the best in the world at one thing, but you can become very good at several things together. You can't be just an engineer, but what's better is becoming an engineer who speaks a lot of languages and write books about engineering. The value here isn't additive, but actually multiplied, because skills actually compounds and creates a version of you that's actually rare and very unique. Let's take me as an example, and I'm far away from being multi-skilled, but I'm just like you, still trying. When I started med school, I thought that becoming a good doctor was enough. Then I became interested in fitness, then I started some businesses, then I started creating videos. At first, all of these seemed unrelated, but now I realize they are all a part of the same puzzle. Because here I am connecting with you, sharing my thoughts, ideas, experiences, and most importantly, my failures. But here, let's address a misconception that I talked about in one of my previous videos. Becoming multi-skilled doesn't mean that you need to learn 15 different skills at the same time. Because the goal isn't building 10 skills at once, but to build one skill after another and stack them together instead. In the end, you need to know that the world rewards the people that adapt, learn quickly, communicate, and work across different cultures, not just people with degrees. Many graduates discover that their diploma gets them to the game, but their additional skills determine how far they actually go. And you should know that a tree survives a storm just because it has multiple roots. Your future is actually no different. If your whole identity depends on one job, one identity, and one opportunity, life becomes fragile. But every language you learn, a skill you acquire, every experience you collect becomes another root. And over time, those roots create a life that's harder to shake and easier to grow.